What's up? What's up? Zarek back here with Underdogs of Addiction. And today's video, this has to do with Post Malone, someone who I'm sure a lot of you guys are a huge fan of, someone who I've always been a huge fan of. And Post Malone is definitely an underdog of addiction. This video that I'm referencing has to do with his interview where he speaks about a few years ago where he was in a very, very dark place for a long time, and he had got to the point, where he was drinking to the point where he was hallucinating and blacking out and falling asleep. I mean, you could tell, I know as an addict myself that I could tell that Post Malone was struggling. You could just tell, you could see it in him, the cigarettes, the drinking, I'm sure a lot of other drugs, I'm sure he used. Of course, he probably is not going to talk about it just because, he's a celebrity and stuff and it's frowned upon, but, use your imagination. And it was cool to see, because I think before Post's transformation of lately, a lot of us were worried about him because, I mean, I know I was, like, he just looked really unhealthy, and you could tell he was just partying like crazy, and it has nothing to do with him as a person. Post is one of the greatest human beings that's famous that I know, that we all know. He's one of the most kindest, caring person who literally cares about his fans, and he hasn't lost himself in his fame. And the thing with the fame is, especially being an artist like Post, is he's a very sensitive individual. Most artists are, especially artists who make music from their heart like him. Post's music and his voice is so riveting that he literally has created an own genre where you have other artists literally like tailor copying his style just because it's so powerful, and they're successful too. You can hear the pain in his voice on songs like I Fall Apart, some beautiful songs like that. And you could tell Post is a very sensitive person about how he treats his fans. There's like a viral video going around of like some fan hating on him, and he was just like, you could tell it really hurt his feelings. And Post is just, he needs to be protected at all costs, man. He's a beautiful human being. And they said something that people with more tattoos are actually people that struggle with the most anxiety and depression. I have quite a bit, 2 sleeves, but Post has like a full body. And being famous, I could only imagine the anxiety that he's going through, and he talks about it in videos about how just this chronic anxiety that he deals with from just being famous and all those things. And so Post is a great example of somebody who hit the peak of fame and is a highly sensitive individual. And to be honest, we're very lucky that he's still with us, because that combination of very deep sensitivity and that level of fame, and he's killed a lot of people. The 27 Club, everyone's familiar with that. And so Post said in the video that someone very special, I'm assuming the mother of it, I think he's having kids, right? So I think assuming the mother of his child, his current fiance, I'm assuming, came into his life and is actually really helped him find himself again. And he doesn't say that he's completely sober, but he doesn't have a bad relationship with alcohol now. And I'm not the one here to say that everyone has to be abstinent. I feel if you've done the work on yourself and you truly are doing better, that you can drink in moderation again, despite what AA, which I like AA as well, but just I don't believe in every rule being black and white. I definitely think there's people, if you do the work on yourself, the underlying work, that you could go back to having occasional drinks. Why not? For me, I don't want to do that, but for other people, why not? And so it's just been cool to see Post. You can see that he's a lot happier in a lot of his new videos, and he seems like he's on the right track. So Post, shout out to you, man. You definitely are an underdog of addiction who's overcame a lot, and we love you over here, and all your fans love you, man. And just keep rolling and keep going and never quit.